All right, I'm here with Chris Dibartolo. We are in the beautiful city of Grand Rapids here at Todd Wenzel. And so Chris was actually my recruit from a little bit over a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, correct.
So if you can remember that far back, right? Let's talk a little bit about the hiring process as far as, us reaching out to you.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about how the whole process went?
I thought it was pretty seamless. I was working in sales prior to this for AT&T, doing both retail sales and business-to-business sales. So my eyes were open to some new opportunities. I didn't exactly know what yet, but I did have my resume posted on some job boards, some job sites, and you had reached out to me, mentioned some interest and some availability at Todd Wenzel, and looking over some of my skills and past accomplishments. Had me come on in for an interview, and I initially liked what I heard, and so that's kind of how it came to be, or how the process started.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this: is it safe to say that had we not reached out to you, you probably would have never been in the car business?
My eyes were open to almost any position or opportunity at the time where I could see some room for growth and advancement. But yeah, I was not, I had not pinpointed automobile sales or getting into the automotive industry really at all prior to that call. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, we obviously recruited you. Once they hired you, we went through the 1 week training.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think, first off, do you think that, how do you think the training has affected you as a
mm-hmm.
salesperson?
I've literally worked in sales since the day I graduated high school, and it's always what I wanted to do. Never wanted to be a salaried employee. I wanted to get out there and earn my living. But some of the key things that I picked up from your training was the ability to sell in the third person and to compare a current situation or current potential customers' buying experience with those that I've had in the past, and by doing so, makes it feel, helps make it feel for the customer like it's a more natural experience, like they can see themselves doing something that that other people have taken advantage of many times. So that was probably one of the big things that I learned from the training, is the ability to sell in the third person, and also how to fact find and gain valuable insight into the customer's wants and needs through asking the right questions. Mm-hmm.
Good. So let me ask you this: what would you recommend, or what would you have to say to the dealers out there that maybe want to kind of forego the training?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
Whether a person's brand new to automobile sales or whether they're a 15-year veteran, of automobile sales, I'd say that there's a great amount of knowledge that is still available and can really help to sharpen, fine-tune, kind of hone their sales ability. There's several examples in here. I've got a guy that's been here for 12 years and sells almost 300 cars a year. And he pops down and sticks his head in on the training and instantly pulls something that he can do to, sharpen his skills and to hone his game. So, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're brand new to this or if you've been doing it for 20 years. There's value in the training. From the road to the sale, following the 8 steps in the process to get to the road to the sale, to, third person selling, to fact finding, overcoming objections. We all need to augment our preconceived notions and what we've done prior. There's always room to improve.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
And you've actually we're here 10 months?
Yeah, we started up in February 9th, and we, after the training, really kind of hit the floor running. as our own, entity as of like March 1st.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, about 10 months and 15.
So, talk to us a little bit about your success so far.
Yes, absolutely. Initially, started primarily with pre-owned vehicle sales as I, acquired that education and knowledge through doing General Motors testing to be able to sell new vehicles. There's, with any place, with anything, there's been months that are better than others. But overall, I feel I'm on a great road to, I see myself this year, my goal is to sell 250 cars. That's 21 cars a month. So, I've set myself some lofty goals. I averaged 12 vehicles a month in my very first 10 months in the car business. And have continued to apply the training, continue to apply the knowledge to where I really feel as though making that next step is feasible and that's a realistic goal. So, there's been a few bumps along the way. That there's no denying that, but absolutely, I see great potential for even increased earnings from this past year.
Good for you. That has a lot to do with you and your commitment level, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
What would you recommend to those out there just getting in this business? What kind of advice do you have to give to them about ready to enter?
Yeah, I'm 36 years old, so and again, been selling for literally half of my life. So I guess my biggest piece of recommendation or word of advice would be to keep an open mind and to be a sponge. To really not only just go through the training, but don't just go through the training. Don't just go through the motions. Allow yourself the opportunity to get better. So don't be closed-minded. Just take the knowledge, and you may not apply everything. There may be certain things that fit well with the way that you present the product, and you may take pieces here and there. But if you truly do follow the road to the sale, and you truly do fact find, and you build a relationship and establish trust with the customer, ultimately you will attain all of your goals and everything that you're looking for. Just be open-minded and absolutely.
What would you attribute? Is there one thing that sticks out in your mind that you would attribute to the success you've had so far?
Oh, the biggest thing was my ability to learn a new process, learn a different and what I have come to find to be a better way of doing things, and that really is truly becoming an active listener. Don't wait to talk, actively listen, and if you identify and you can familiarize yourself with a customer's needs and put the customer's needs first, ultimately you will accomplish everything that you're looking to accomplish.
Well, good for you. Really proud of you.
Thank you.
It's exciting. It's exciting to come back and a year later and see you and my three other guys and you guys and seeing some success.
Absolutely.
Makes me. That's what motivates me.
Yeah.
So, I just want to thank you again for spending some time with me. And
absolutely.
Sharing your experiences. And wish you the best of luck.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
All right.